are you feeling about that?
I haven't texted her ever since the last time.
All of that.
I told
Good.
you about the last time, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Where she, texted me back or texted me after a
Came
while,
crawling back. Yeah.
saying she misses. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't texted her since. I haven't thought about it since.
Good. Good. Not worth your time.
So,
Not worth your energy.
nope, nope. She wants to
Especially.
stay with toxic relationships. That's how it hurt.
Yeah. Plus, you got a kid. Are you really
yeah.
wanting to be a dad right now?
No. All right, in the moment, all right, that was like.
I get it. It's amiable, but you gotta be realistic sometimes.
Well, yeah, you know how you brought it up to Z? Because y'all were talking about like me with relationships, whatever.
Oh,
Something
yeah,
like that.
in passing. Nothing detailed.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give. I told Z I was gonna give her context. To like, with the whole situation.
Did you give her context?
No, not yet. I haven't told her the story yet.
Yeah, you'll see her tomorrow.
Yeah. Cause I brought it up. When was it? On Lucy's birthday. Cause we all went to IHOP. But, I told her, I was like, we'll talk about it another time. Cause it wasn't a time or place.
Right.
For that. Especially because everyone was around and Jan was there, and I don't want to bring it back up and have Jan's old emotions come back.
Yeah. I mean, just an inappropriate situation.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it at that time. But yeah, I'll probably do it Saturday or tomorrow, today, whatever. I'll probably tell her the whole story today.
Good.
So.
It's just, I mean, the more context you give.
I just been mentally preparing.
Yeah, I mean, the more you verbalize such things.
It's because I was telling her
things reveal themselves.
Because I was like, that's the main reason why I've been so closed off on relationships. Is because of that.
Because of everything. It's understandable. Yeah. Again, it is completely natural.
Yeah.
And you went through quite a bit with her. It's fucking. Jeez. I don't even know. She's a fucking mess.
Very much so a mess.
But hey, not your mess.
Anymore. Never should have been my mess.
Hey. Live and learn, hey? There's a guy stuck in fucking, what's it called?
Yeah. Learn from past mistakes. It will never happen again.
Yes.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
And leaving her, what's it called? Learning from other people's mistakes as well. Just as I learned from others, learned from mine. Nice. I mean, what's your biggest fear with putting yourself out there? That you're gonna find someone that reminds you too much of her?
No, not that at all. Actually, it's just I just don't want to get hurt again, disappointed, led on. I just don't want to go through that again. Really.
It's very natural. I mean, that's the thing is, you'll want to recluse yourself, and that's understandable. But probably the best thing you can do is the opposite of that, honestly. Put yourself out there as much as possible. It sounds counterintuitive, but really, I mean, it is the counteracting to that. The more you experience and the more people you're around, obviously, one, the less it diminishes the damage that Abby really feels that she has done to you, and also you just kind of learn more about yourself from talking to other people. I mean, it really wasn't until I not stopped talking, that sounds mean, when we broke up, Sierra and I, that you see different parts of yourself, and then other people kind of alert you to like things you didn't necessarily know. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know? But like I said, you won't have to worry about much. It's natural to be anxious. You will be. That won't go away for a minute. It's a process, but it is completely on your terms. You don't have to rush into anything, or even any situation, not relationship-wise, like just even friendship-wise, that you don't want to. That's the fun part about it, you know? You're in control.
Yeah.
But the biggest part is remembering that you are in control, and that it isn't like a game where you're losing constantly.
Yeah.
Scary thing about it is, like, relationships fucking blow. I mean...
Yeah. Once it's like over, it sucks.
It's... Right, but it's really... The biggest thing is the hump of getting... there, like the whole learning someone else, like that personally, that's where I'm standing. From my perspective, it's the I have to learn someone else's whole story and whatnot. But then you think about it, and you're like, well, it's a chance to be accepted into a different family, to learn more about someone else, or just to learn things, to understand new things. Like it is as much a good thing as it is a bad thing. It's a balance, of course, as all things are. But then you realize how little damage actually was done. You're not a broken person. You're hardly even really scathed. This is such an early part of your life. And you and Abby didn't do nearly as much as, say, Ruben and fucking Gabby. You know, you didn't have prospects to get married. You didn't have a house lined up. You weren't even near moved in. You know, it hurts, but good God, it could have hurt a lot worse. Could have been a lot more of your life. Could have been an actual father. So, things to keep in mind. Obviously, not diminishing the hurt. It hurts and it sucks, but won't be for long. You got it. You figured things out. It's just everyone kind of does it on their own time. And I realize how bad I am at, what's it called? Skyrim, I forget. Snake, whale. But I don't know, what are your thoughts on the matter?
On what matter?
In general. Just relationships, I mean. Not anything about them like... Well, it's because you haven't had a good one like that yet. I mean, really good one where they really
my longest relationship was like a month.
See? I mean, that's...
I've never had a long
proof.
relationship before.
It's
and that's also why I'm also like
opportunity.
scared, I guess you could say, is because I've never had that feeling of a long relationship before.
It's an experience. It's unnerving.
And I don't, you know, just scared of like how it would go. Like, you know,
elaborate. Scared to get into it, or scared at the chance that it doesn't work?
At the chance.
Fair. But don't...
Because, you know, I'm a very emotional
let that
person.
hold you back. Oh, I mean...
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I totally
very
get that.
Person when it comes, especially when it comes to, like, that kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm very like, I said sensitive, but, like...
No, I get it. I mean, so you can
know
say
what I mean?
sensitive.
Like,
I am. When it comes to relationships, I am. I mean, it doesn't. I don't make the outward appearance, but yeah, I'm very emotionally invested because it's an investment. It is an emotional investment.
It is. It is.
And it is not one that you do just casually. I mean, you and I were both very like, what's the word?
Mm-hmm.
Not just caring. I don't want to say caring because obviously you care, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, what is the word? I'm forgetting the. Yes, you are emotional, and that is okay. But inexperience isn't, it shouldn't hold you back, right?
No, it's not about an inexperience. I've experienced, obviously,
Right. Not
you
inexperience
know.
like that. I mean like with the longer term game, with the long
Oh yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah.
Not with relationships in general, nothing specific, but you
Yeah,
know.
with longer term,
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw.
It's just that I've been like
Help me down and
led
I'll
on.
show
There's
you.
certain situations where I've been led on so many times, and it's just
Yeah.
they just like we're like lied and said they didn't want nothing, like a relationship right now, and then end up getting into one a few days later, or like
No, I get that where
just
it's like,
like
oh, you didn't want not want a relationship, you just didn't want a relationship with me.
exactly.
Mm. Well, here's the thing about that. It is a lot better to be led on than to be cheated on,
Yeah, definitely.
which I have been a couple times.
I think I might have been. I'm not sure. I've always like been iffy on that.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
But it was like like sixth grade. It was like, you know what I'm saying? None.
Right.
Why should
Nothing I should be like.
with anyone?
It didn't really matter. Basically, that situation.
Yeah, well, it didn't.
But when I'm talking about being led on, is there's just one specific moment or thing where I was. It really hit me because this was some years ago,
Mhm.
but it really hit me that certain situation because it was like I got basically embarrassed and just like straight up lied to. Because there's okay, let me give you context. Let me take you
Yeah.
to this story. So
Okay.
there's this girl I liked, right? And she was one of the popular girls. Like this was like back in seventh grade, eighth grade maybe.
Okay.
No, eighth grade. It was more eighth grade, I believe. Around that time frame. But it was this girl I really liked. She was one of the popular girls. Very, very, very attractive.
Of course. Blonde.
It was like a girl that all the guys, all my friends wanted.
Was she blonde?
No.
Okay. Just had
But,
to ask.
So basically, I had to confess, that I had feelings for her,
Mhm.
and she said that she did too. Because we were friends, me and her.
Right.
We talked, friends and all that. But she basically said the same thing that she did too. And I was like, no way. I thought to myself, I was like, no way that I
You didn't believe it?
was, yeah, whatever. I talked to her in a flirting way from there on. And then it came one day, we all went to the skating rink because that's when,
That was the spot.
that was like that was the spot for us, all of us. It was all our friend group, or at that time, we all went. And I guess she told, everyone else, whatever. And then she had sat me down, and it was basically like, she just said like, I'm trying to remember the words.
Essentially that she didn't actually feel those things.
Yeah, she just said like, I didn't really have feelings for you. That she just like, she didn't want to be mean or hurt my feelings.
Okay, well that's
Was what her words
definitely
were.
worse than
And
hurting feelings, but yeah.
I told her, I was like, but it did, you did. I was like, sorry, I'm in the game and I'm trying to like,
No, yeah, I get you.
but I basically told her, but you still did, and it still hurt, because it was a lie that whole time.
Right. She lied to you.
And it was just, I was embarrassed because I'm pretty sure she told everyone else there about what happened. And yeah, it was like one moment where I really was like, it really stuck with me. Not only was I lied to and hurt, but also embarrassed.
Right.
Because I bragged to my friends. I was like, dude, I was like, yo, she likes me back, blah blah blah. They were like, no way, no fucking way, blah blah blah. Because I was proud of myself. I was like, I was like,
Right.
no way
I mean,
I'd put a
it's
girl
an
like this.
accomplishment.
Yeah, I was like, no way I'll put a girl like this. And it just turned out it was not true.
Now, I mean, when you talk to girls, do you hold that in like the back of your mind as a sense of fear, like, oh?
Yes.
Well, you have to remember
honestly.
that. I mean, how old were you when that happened?
Like I said, around like 13, 14.
I mean, it was naivety. That's a long time. People don't really do that anymore.
Which is, but it was like such a big thing,
Oh, I know. And I know it sticks with you.
Because,
But
it was like
over time.
two things, I was like, I was just, it just sucked,
I get it.
I can't remember. I think I did leave because I just felt like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I probably would have left too. Can't blame me there.
I didn't say anything to anyone when I did, and they were all taking like, hey, where'd you go? What happened? Why'd you leave?
You're like, don't worry about it.
No, I didn't leave. That's right, I didn't leave. I was about to though. I was about to leave, and then that's when my friend, came up and sat next to me, whatever, and it was like,
It's like, bruh, what happened?
because he knew what happened,
Oh yeah. You
He
had told
just
him
there
before?
comforting me. No, he was. I think, like I said, I think she told everyone there like what was going to happen, or what happened.
What was going on?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just.
Well, times have changed.
Mhm.
I think you can be relinquished of that fear now. I sincerely, and you can kill me if I'm wrong, sincerely doubt that a situation like that will happen again.
Yeah, I know. He's just in that moment. It was just like so significant for me.
Well, I mean, what it sounds like is the events didn't really affect you as much as your interpretation, your feelings of them did.
Mhm.
It doesn't sound like really what she said stuck enough to, stay around. You can't remember what she said, but you remember how they made you feel. That's the key of it,
Yeah.
because you don't want to feel that same thing again, which is completely understandable. That's human nature. You don't want to get hurt. You're not fucking insane. Well,
Mhm.
I can't confirm that, but you're not crazy enough to go down the same path that will hopefully put you there.
Mhm.
But, it should be mentioned that you... Sorry. That you are very charismatic and probably would, a lot of people would be grateful to meet someone like you in a relationship standpoint, because you're caring, trustworthy, you're mindful of things like that,
Yeah.
just gotta look. It'd be good, man. I mean, come on.
I know. I'm just like.
What do you have
It's
to
just that
worry
specific
about?
thing was just like.
Yeah, it sticks
sucked.
with you. It's trauma. I mean, literally, it is
Yeah.
trauma. I get that. Trust me. Hell, you think I wanted to date anyone after the first time I got cheated on, then went to relationship, got cheated on another time? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
2 in a row.
That's also my other fear, is just getting cheated on.
Yeah, well, a lot of that too is like...
Because, in this generation, And
Yeah.
in our age range,
People don't, specifically women,
yeah.
don't, there's a lot of nuances that get lost on them for sure. A lot of that too, I mean, first time happened was in junior high. Well, actually, 2 times in junior high, and then once into the summer going into high school. I will say I say twice, technically 3 times, but one was with the same girl, and that was a stupid decision on my part. That was like, okay, well, that was, I don't know what the fuck I was expecting. Like, no, she didn't change in a year. Dumbass. That's on me. But regardless, yeah, women and men, definitely, but mostly women because you're not dating dudes, as far as I know yet. Aren't they? They have sometimes, not all of them, not by any means all of them, just some people have trouble really, I guess, verbalizing what they want beforehand, and then get stuck in a position where they now want someone else, and then they just think it easier to cheat and break up with someone than to like actually look and have the hard conversation, be like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't feel this way, like being adult. Now we're adults, and people have a lot easier of a time not doing that, and 99% of the time you can tell a cheater before they cheat.
Oh, I remember the situation where, I thought I got cheated on. This was seventh grade. I was in a relationship. She was one of the popular girls, and it was her, one of her best friends, and this other guy. They went to the movies, and I was texting her best friend because she was like. Because I wanted to know what was going on to make sure she wasn't doing anything.
Right.
Or if he wasn't trying to do anything. And they sat next to each other. And I was texting her friend the whole time, just blah, blah, blah. She was like, I don't know if they're... I really can't see if they are doing anything, whatever. It was like...
Unconfirmed.
No, she was a weird one, though. For, informing me what was going on.
True. A good friend.
If they were doing anything. But yeah, that was like, I'm pretty sure I might have got cheated on.
But you didn't get confirmation, though.
Yeah, I never got confirmation to this day. Which is, it's whatever now. Because,
I would say in that case you go, yeah, probably not. You're probably fine.
Yeah.
I mean, come
I
on.
probably didn't, because she really did care about me. Because I did have a conversation with her about it, and she assured me that. But there's always that thought in the back of
of course,
my head that was like,
good God, tell me about it.
It's always a possibility.
But you know what that?
It's never impossible.
Right there. You know what that is? That's anxiety talking.
Yep, exactly.
Come on, Ricky.
Exactly.
I know that so well. It's not impossible. There's a chance. Even 1% chance is a possibility. All the fucking manners of it.
There's always a chance that something did happen. But like I said, she really did care about each other.
And the consequence of even if something did happen.
And that was actually the relationship that was a month that it lasted.
Oh really?
Mhm.
That's a little funny.
Yeah. So.
I always did kind of feel like I knew your mental state. Oh, not your mental state. That sounds crazy. I always felt like I related to you beforehand. Intuitively. Again, one of those sixth sense of just people. And it's because we have the same sort of affliction. Sort of.
I have I also have that sixth sense, but with relationships. It's like I just know I'm gonna end up dating that person.
When you're compatible.
It's just like that. I feel.
You feel that invisible pull towards someone, inescapable.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. When we were talking, I confess we start flirting, whatever. I'm like, yep, this is. Or no, before we confess to each other about the feelings.
Right.
I always think to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like,
This
yeah,
is gonna happen.
she has, yeah.
I can feel the feelings. It's you have the ability to recognize that spark, that connection. Early stages.
And
It's a
also,
very, very good skill.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I never felt that with Abby. Like it might have happened, like it would happen. So.
And why do you think that is?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why I never felt that with her.
Do you ever think that?
Maybe it's because before that, it's been so long since I did date. I just forgot how it felt, or it was just never meant to be with her.
Well, I have to ask, what was the big factor that really drew you in with her? What did you see in her?
It was just,
If it wasn't,
close, best
if it
friends.
wasn't that sixth sense of connection, and I understand you get close, but like, what, if you have to pinpoint it, what did you recognize in her that made you convince yourself, obviously, that you liked her? What do you think?
It was just, flirting with each other at times. Having that. Just. I don't know.
Would you say conversation came easy?
Yeah, that and we were close. We had a lot of things in common. It's just that type of stuff. But I just never felt that feeling with her.
That spark.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know, because I'm not judging you by any means, nor do I know fully Abby, right? But I always did question what was drawing you into her, and maybe it was circumstantial, completely understandable.
It might have been.
Because I've been in situations like that, 100%. But I don't know. It's just I was always very curious, and I didn't know if it was appropriate to ask, Because obviously,
No, I get you.
She mistreated you. Any way you put it. Constantly, she mistreated you. She took advantage of your kindness and your forgiveness. And
she constantly led me on.
Yeah.
It was like the things she would say. Like I told you that one time, she was like, you're probably the best person for me to be with at this moment. That, and before she did this dude, the other dude she was with, when they're having a rough patch, whatever, I told her, I still want to try it. And she was like, if things don't work out with me and, the guy she was with, that she would give us a chance. Never did. So it's like,
again, taking advantage of.
Obviously, big lead on.
Yeah. It's disrespect.
Heavily.
Truly.
Yeah.
It is a disrespect of your time, of your person, of your heart. It's fucked up. That's what it is. It's fucked up. And you absolutely can go, well, that shouldn't have happened, but the better thing is to go, okay, maybe that needed to happen. I needed to see my worth. So. I just got Fusro'd by a Draugr.
But yeah, it was like that kind of stuff.
I get that. I had a feeling it was kind of circumstantial. Just because I recognized it. But you never know. You can never confirm these things unless you ask. So. But it's all in the past. It's all gone. It means fucking diddly squat now. On to the next thing, and the next person that will care about you. Actually fucking have a connection that's inescapable. That back of your head just itches.
Yeah.
You know, that pulsing electric feeling.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
So scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because sometimes
Yeah.
you describe, I mean, not you or me, but as a human being, when you get so in tune with yourself, you describe yourself in such a particular way, people almost get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't, a lot of people don't understand the importance of understanding themselves completely.
Yeah.
And I think that's really strange. I personally think that's
Mm-hmm.
really scary. I don't know if I could go my whole life without knowing myself intimately. It's like, why would you want to live in a foreigner's body? You know? I want complete control of this vessel that I can't escape.
Yeah.
You know? But some people go their whole lives and they don't even fucking know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I feel like Noah's one of those people. I see that. I recognize
Yeah.
that in him.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, you just like.
I don't see that in you.
You know, I try to help him. You know, with Ariana.
Sure.
Because, you know, I gave him that warning too. Because it was the legit exact same situation as with me and Abby. You know, she would talk to someone, didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
She'd go to Noah for comfort.
Yup. But we had already
You know,
told him that. I mean, we were
Yeah,
fucking
goes back to,
always
you know,
telling him
goes
that.
back to that person.
Mostly,
Or
I
no,
was about to say,
sorry,
most
no,
situations
she
like that
goes,
come back to
she
the
gets in
original
another
person.
relationship.
It's insecurity.
Yeah, I warned him, but luckily he did get out of there.
Right.
It just
Well,
took a few
took
times.
a long time.
Uh,
Took a long time. And again, that's fine. I mean, it's not a race. But if he would listen to us, he would have been spared a lot of...
yeah. That's alright. I mean, good thing he did get out though, when he did.
My problem with Noah is that,
It could have
one,
gotten worse.
besides him just
It really could have.
having some displays of bad character,
Mm-hmm.
he has always just been very content.
Mm-hmm.
Content with things that he doesn't even know he wants. Like, when he worked at HEB pushing carts, he didn't desire anything else. You know, he started working there in high school, it was comfortable, he was content. And not that there's anything wrong with being content, but like, not having any drive anywhere in his life. Sure, you're good with your work, then, you know, you try to advance your relationships, but he didn't want to do that. And then when it came time, he didn't want to advance his work relationships or, you know, take on any other burden. Like, it was just, there was nothing there. And then on top of that, add him getting older and, of course, the rent stuff, the treatment towards me and Lewis. Like,
Yeah.
I'm past it, and I don't care. We make jokes. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I don't care. Because I don't have time in my day to worry about an insignificant thing. But at the same time, he does still hang around and claim to be my friend in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
When I know that his heart of hearts isn't there. So, all that to say, yes, I will fuck his crush. But I'm not doing it out of an anger or resentment. Doing it because I'm bored and it would be funny.
This dude, this mode.
Hey, you gotta set the record straight, you know? Otherwise it's gonna look like I'm just a really bad friend. Like, no, that's not the reason I did it. I did it because he was a bad friend. Justifying? Absolutely. Fair? Absolutely not. But, oh well. Holy shit, I just dropped a skeleton with one hit. Okay, awkward.
What?
beat the shit out of a necromancer. Oh my god, that's a lot of... I'm gonna die.
What the fuck? How am I getting targeted in the Overwatch chat right now?
Bro? What are they saying?
Why is he so mad at me? I'm just playing the game. I haven't done anything to make him, like, me being annoying. Like, I've not been annoying at all.
Yet. Preemptively. Who's getting it ready?
I don't know why. I legit don't know why he's so mad. This person's so mad. Like, the thing started off positive. They're like, everyone said hi, you know, have a good time. And then, out of nowhere, he started targeting me! I don't know what I did. It's whatever. It's funny. I could care less.
Yeah.
You take no skill. Oh, it's because I'm playing this character.
Oh.
Dude,
it's not an attack on you, it's who you're playing.
Low rank. That's low rank mindset.
Yeah, low rank talk.
I'm just gonna say oh.
I hear you typing.
That's what I'm gonna say. I just said oh.
Oh.
Cool, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it, really?
I don't
Okay.
give a fuck.
I legit don't care.
Not worth it.
Could not care less.
Have you ever considered dating apps?
Yeah, honestly, I have. It's just that, again, that thought of like getting catfished. Honestly,
Valid.
with the apps. You know, and obviously risking them having some kind of disease. I'm not saying that they would. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, I mean, obviously
it's not impossible with how people are today.
It's unlikely, though. I mean, fairly. What's a good counter to magic? Arrows.
But yeah, I've thought about it. Honestly, I have. Just trusting the people I'm actually talking to is big.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm always like, I've told this to know. It's just, what's it called? You know, when it comes to like flirting, you know, or like trying to get a girl's number, at first, you know, I suck at it. Cause like, you know, I'm just not really confident. I'm just nervous, really nervous.
Right.
And but like when it comes to like us being friends, at first, then it's like real easy for me. I'm like real smooth with it.
I feel like that's the best way to be.
I'm real smooth with it.
Right.
It's like it's like real easy for me.
Well, because it's a different approach. You get more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to be comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
it's like,
and you can also, as a friend, you get a feel for who they are and like your approach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why it's research.
Mm-hmm.
You're just doing a little more hands-on.
Yeah, I'm not really confident at first, but like once I do get to know you,
Perfectly
yeah,
fine. Compliments can be supplemented with comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It's I see pieces of myself in you like that. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Little problem solver here and there, a little, you know, a little research here and there. I'm obviously a very extreme, contradictory, paradoxical version of what you really should be.
That's a crazy word, paradoxical.
Of being
I never
a
heard that word
paradox.
before.
Contradictory and paradoxical being similar, but a bit of a paradox. Actually, you know what's funny? So, for context, of course, going through old files and photos, seeing this really old photo of 16personalities.com, the Myers-Briggs test, essentially like your personality, right? In 2021, I was an ENFP. No. ENTP.
Yeah.
ENTP. For extroverted, something, thinking, perceiving, right? And it essentially is just you answer questions, a whole bunch of questions, and it gives you an assessment of your personality based on situations, how you would approach them, your personality, you know. Then it gives you, of course, statistics based on, I mean, a lot of people have taken the test, so it can kind of tell where you fall in the percentile.
Mm-hmm.
And I retook the test, and I actually got ENFP. So all but one letter changed, and instead of thinking, I got feeling instead. As I've gotten older, I've been less hyper-logical and more intuitive. And a lot of it was showing me that it was kind of funny, paradoxical in nature, because someone who has the intellect and logic and reasoning to view it one way, and even if all signs are pointing a certain direction, you go the opposite because your heart takes you there. High school me would probably bully current me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what's even funnier? Because they have a lot of data on people and whatnot, they actually, on the test, have recommended jobs and career paths for people of certain personalities.
Really?
And you will never guess where I landed.
Where?
The ENFP recommended jobs. First one was public relations, and the second was reporter.
Reporter,
And
interesting.
public relations is very, 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 very closely related to advertising. And reporter is journalism. What I am doing right now in college. Advertising and journalism. And I feel like they both very much represent me. And then it has jobs not recommended. Such bangers as an accountant. If you remember, I wanted to do accounting when I first started college and learned that it was horrible. Chemist. I am fucking terrible at chemistry and have had a lifelong thing against it. So I trust what they say because that was spot fucking on. You know, analysis based on data like that, I have a very hard time disproving it because I just fall right into that category. Apparently, only makes up about 2 to 3% of the American population. Apparently. But 2% of 8 billion people is still pretty big. So, who knows? Who knows? But I see pieces like that in you. The thinking, the perceiving, the decisions based on anxiousness that aren't hasty, they're more reserved. You're sitting back and watching people to a certain extent, your ability to listen. You enjoy listening more than, I'm sure, dumping information about yourself, but I'm just a bit more extreme on all those things, you know. Obviously my upbringing, my parents. More communicative, more privacy-oriented, more here and there, but you're a good balance. Don't be like me. I only make it work because I've failed a lot, and it's just, I'm perfecting my craft. You are in a good spot because everything still comes natural to you. I'm like you if you put way too much thought into everything. By the grace of God, I'm making it work. But, I mean, come on. You just let things happen naturally, Ricky. You're way more of a vibe person than I am. You're just chill, you know? I think I'm a little more headstrong, a little more jumpy. That and probably the thousands of milligrams of caffeine that floated through my blood.
That could be it, but no.
Could be. No, I think it's definitely a big factor, but maybe, you know. Otherwise, it's just my heart of hearts. Slapping Schmeat. It's because I still don't have any clothes on, but regardless. I'm telling you, when you live alone, you just be walking around naked. Promise. I gotta remember to put clothes on before I go outside, because I'm like, oh, I don't live in my own house.
Yeah.
Like, there's still gonna be people around. I gotta cover up, but you just get so comfortable you forget. I mean, like, no one's gonna walk in on me, and if they do, that's on them. Like, whoa, you're naked. Yeah, man. How did you get in my house? Big day ahead. Think I might hit the hay, but I gotta write some stuff down first. Let's see. Terra Nova. Call advisor, I did. In progress. And go get a haircut. But first, what's it called? Get cash at the bank. Haircut. Gotta get black pants and cologne at the outlet mall. I ordered my glasses today and they already shipped. I got an email before the night was over. So I'm guessing they were just in a box and just ready to be shipped off. Just, yeah. They just dropped it on the fucking pipeline and it was... So I might, if I get those before... I don't know, if by some miracle I can have those ready for the concert, that would be very ideal, but highly doubt it, because I mean that would be getting them in and me getting them to optometrist that accepts my insurance, or actually no, I could just take them to, I might be able to go to Walmart, because they have that eye thing there, and I have a prescription. Unless I need a current prescription, then I need to go to optometrist. That's the tough part, is that sometimes those scripts expire. Unless I digitally alter it. Which absolutely could. It's Walmart, I don't think they'll be like the fucking authority on that. But if I could get those lenses put in beforehand, oh. Because I'm so tired of these glasses, they make me look fucking not like I want. Anywho, black pants and cologne at the mall. Work from 3 to 10. Because then I have, yeah. Cool. Well, that's my day. Planned out for me beforehand. Where's my blanket? Oh. But yes, I am gonna hit the hay. Gonna crash. Probably on the... Actually, no, I'm not gonna crash on the couch. I'm gonna sleep in my bed tonight. Just gotta move this stuff. I've literally been sleeping on the couch for days now.
Why?
I don't know why. It's so comfortable. It's so weird. I don't know. I'm not usually a couch sleeper, but something about my couch.
All right then.
But yeah.
Catch you later, bro.
Catch you later. Good talking to you.
Good talk. Good talk. Peace.